Have you ever had a different opinion about your goal than your parents? If you had, how did you solve your problem? I had argued lots of times with them before I came here because my parents couldn't understand my hobby and the goal that I chose. I wanted to be a musician, but the atmosphere of our family has been strict since I was a child. My father has been working as a businessman, so in my memories when I was a child, he always looked busy. And my mother was a police officer. Her personality is not only strict but also sometimes conservative. That's why I couldn't talk with them deeply. So when I started getting interested in playing piano, they really didn't understand me. But I didn't give up and tried to show off my talents to them. Finally, I got the first prize in a piano competition when I was 11 years old. But they still were not satisfied with my talents. They sent me to New Zealand to make me study for about 2 years. I was lonely and confused at the time. Because I didn't have any close friends there, I lost my way. I couldn't talk with anyone about my problem and what I should do. In the end, unfortunately, I just gave up on my talents and I had to change my mind about becoming a musician. After coming back to Korea without any solution, I started to waste my time during my teenage life. 3 years later, I had to go to college like other students without any goal, just because I wanted to follow them. My life was like a wrecked ship. One day my parents gave me a present. It was a flight ticket to travel around New York, Boston, Washington DC and Canada. It made my life change. When I visited Boston, I went to Harvard, BU and MIT. I could see lots of students who study there to compete with each other in good faith for their future, even after 10 p.m. The library was crowded with many students who study hard and argue about their topic. At the time, I asked myself, what are you doing now? They are preparing their futures and also they are trying to be the first in this big country. But I'm not doing anything even though I live in South Korea, which is much smaller than America. I was shocked and disappointed in myself. So I decided to go to study abroad, particularly to Boston. Then I wanted to compete with global students. But as soon as I changed my mind, I got a notification from the government about military service. There was no choice, so I just accepted it and went to the army for 21 months. It was too long for me, but it wasn't an absolutely useless period. I was thinking about studying abroad and also about my dream before I went to sleep every night. I learned patience and how to deal with senior post officers during my military service, and I perceived that my passion for my future was still alive. I could set my detailed goal in there. Finally, I was discharged from my military service. 3 weeks later, I left my country to go one more step forward to my goal. I chose New York rather than Boston because I thought Boston will be a little bit boring. During the military, my passion was about to explode because of lots of restrictions. I considered that New York would make me satisfied about my lifestyle. My decision was perfect. Now I'm in New York and I'm studying about how to compete with worldwide students and how to make harmony with people who are from different countries. Of course, English too. At first, it was really hard to live in this big city alone. I lost my self-confidence in front of foreigners, so I couldn't speak frequently. But my 92 residence family helped me to stay well, and my first classmates in low intermediate B schedule also helped me a lot. I really appreciate them. Someday I will reward them with my results. I have waited for this moment for 2 years. Now it's time to show off my talents and passion to all of the world. You may expect more changes to come. Thank you.